Hello, matey peeps. How you doing? An update on my fake motorcycle sound for my scooter. I've got some fresh batteries in for my into my kit. In fact, I think this one's trying to make an escape job. Goddamn wires and crap everywhere. Okay, so we've got a better pushing power with fresh batteries. A new circuit built because the old one was rubbish. Using old components, it's not a good idea. So this is your throttle and your handset. What I'm tweaking there will be this, and that's just a magnet sticking, catching things. So that's the throttle. So that can effectively shut the engine off. Now this is a higher running oscillator than that one. This one's doing those lower thumps, and that one's doing the higher one. This takes a bit of time to react. Here, you kind of tune your engine up. It's all experimental. It's infinite play because there's that many settings you can make on this thing that you can come up with any sort of sound using the two oscillators. You know, you just see me tweak everything right down. Of course, at the end of the run it gets really twitchy, doesn't it? But you've slowed everything down. Listen to that gurgle. When this control is dead center, it's putting an equal voltage, the proper reference voltage to the chips. And anyway, either side is an offset, plus or minus, increase the speed or decrease it. But that's the central point. The higher you set the oscillators, the higher you can make the noise. This is quite a big value, so it's only really effective at either end of the range. There's not much happening in the middle to change the sound, yeah? You can see I'm swinging it wildly. It's only really on the last movements that it alters the sound. That's because it's operating in a voltage window. We hear the phase shift. Yeah, so it's all very experimental. Yeah, it's all very experimental to find out what the best settings are, how to operate, how to actually use it to make it sound like you're riding a motorbike once you're traveling along on a scooter. We'll work all these things out. So that's as far as we got today. Fresh batteries and it's sounding louder. So a lot better. If I can, that's 9 volts. I can run it at 12 volts. So it'd be even louder still. Just it's ran on a kit, and 9 volts is the most it can do. Just need to add a couple more cells on, get up to 12 volts, or buy a little 12 volt, smallest 12 volt battery setup you can, or 3 vape batteries linked in series will do the same, which is probably what I'm going to do to keep it small and compact, and run it at 12 volts, and that'll be really loud. The other option is to build an amplifier that amplifies the output of the circuit here, because that's 25 watts capability. Devastatingly loud, horrendous. 25 watts pumped into that, probably shake the bolts out of the machine. But you need an amplifier to get it to that, and my circuit isn't capable. It's just a capacitive buffer mixer that I've created. It's just 220 microfarad electrolytics, positives facing towards us. These 2 positive plates are linked together, but the 2 negative plates, one goes to one oscillator and the other plate goes to the other oscillator, pushing the 2 plates alternatively onto the other common plate to the speaker, and it does that when it works. That's the sound coming through there. One oscillator is pushing one plate, the other oscillator is pushing the other plate at different frequencies, and it's mixing them together onto a single capacitor plate and out of the speaker. And it's driving a 4 ohm 25 watt speaker off a 9 volt supply with 2 555 timers, which are only capable of, what was it, 200 milliwatt, 300 milliwatt through its milliamp through its output. 200 milliamp, it's about the best they can do. Now it's powering a 25 watt speaker. Quite loud. I'll be sat outside of Tesco's in the car park, just on tick over. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys.